Hey guys, I'm back and I'm very tired. I'm very tired today, so I am wearing my shades again. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. I want to switch it up today. I want to do something that we haven't really done on the channel yet, but I feel like this would be like a good segue, to try something else, on the channel. I think you guys will like it, right? So with that being said, I want to talk about how when you're on your life's journey, aka your spiritual journey, how hard it can be sometimes to let people, places, and things go. Toxic places, people, and things go. Throughout my life's journey, because I did have a very traumatic upbringing. I have went through so many hardships in my life. One day we'll get there where I tell you guys all about it. But right now, I want to speak about, the main point that I'm trying to make. And it's like, when you are on your spiritual journey, which is your life's journey, one crucial lesson that you have to learn, hopefully sooner than later, right? And hopefully sooner than I did. I pretty much learned this lesson later in my life, and I wish that I would have had someone to tell me, how much of a crucial lesson this is to learn. But I didn't, and I had to learn it by myself. I had to learn a lot of shit by myself, so I just want to encourage you all and inspire you all to never be afraid to release toxic people, places, and things. The way this life is set up, in order to elevate in any way, but most importantly, we talk about spirituality on this channel, you have to learn how to let go. I have met so many people on my life's journey, and they are holding on to so many things. I can see it. I know this person, and I pray nobody gets offended, if you know that I'm talking about you, but I know somebody that, God, they are a grown person, right? And they are so much underneath their parents' umbrella, and, I never really told this person this because I feel as though it's not my business, you know what I mean? I'm very respectful of people's lives and, how they choose to live their lives. I'm not going to overstep. I'm not going to overstep. You know what I mean? If I see that you are comfortable where you are, I see you are happy where you are, and you're not asking for help, you are not in danger or any sort of thing like that, then I will just, mind my business, because I also learned this lesson very late in my life as well, and it is, you can't save everybody, and that lesson too has been very, very hard for me, because I am a very empathetic person. I'm a very caring person. If I was to play back a movie, and the movie was my life, and you would see how many people I've done met and I done talked to, I done vibed with, kicked it with, got to know, whether it's through school and jobs and communities and, all over the place, you would see that, you would see just how empathetic I am, right, is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, you can even go ahead and interview these people, and you will see, that these people have nothing but great things to say about me, and I know that for a fact, because I never lived my life to go around hurting people. I get it, right? I get it on a psychological level, but I don't get it as far as, like, because I'm not like that. I haven't lived my life trying to hurt anybody. I honestly, I can't name one person that I actually just, like, sought out to hurt. You know what I mean? Am I perfect? No. Have I made mistakes? Yes. And, I own up to them, and apologize, and whatever the situation is, we can try to get through it if that's what both parties want. But I have never sought out, there's people in this world that are so fucking low vibrational, yo, and they are so demonic deep down within, and they think that you can't see them. But as long as you keep doing the work on yourself, you're gonna get stronger. You will get wiser. You will become more empathetic, and this is something that these people actually lack, because why are you just waking up on a goddamn Wednesday and the first thing on your mind is like, oh yeah, I gotta plot a scheme and fucking take this person down. I gotta start a smear campaign, I need to, find a way to hurt this person and stop this person. Like, it's fucking stupid. Do you not realize that you only got one life, one chance? What's that Nas song? You only got one life, one chance. Like, I don't really know the words for that, but y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look that shit up. You only got one life, in this lifetime, and once it's gone, it's gone. So you want to spend your time humiliating, y'all know what I'm trying to say, humiliating people and fucking with people and trying to bring people down. It's fucking toxic, yo. It's toxic. And if you think God does not see you, he does. I promise you, he does, and that's why a lot of these people feel stuck, in their life, whether that is physically, You know, they can't seem to, no matter what they do, they can't seem to make nothing shake. You're stuck emotionally. You keep having the same remnants in your mind over and over and over again. You know, no matter what you do, you know, mentally, you can't seem to break the chain. Spiritually, you don't even know where you're at, you know. So it's like these people are stuck, you know, and because they are stuck, they choose to project all of that energy and hatred and, you know, low vibrations onto you, right? Because they do see you as a good person. They do see you as better than them. But you know, to just get back on track, because I know I do ramble a little bit, sometimes it will be hard, you know, especially depending on, it can be difficult, right, based off of well, it's different for different people, you know what I mean? Like, some people feel like, well, I've known this person for 20 years and I can't let this person go because, you know, we have so much of a history. And then there's other people that feel like, well, the type of bond me and a person has is too deep, it's too this, it's too that, I can't let it go, you know, we're too locked in. If a person is toxic and you're not toxic, they gotta go. Like, it's just that simple, because, you know, spiritually, toxicity is taking up place in your life. You know, toxicity is not just like, it's not just like, oh, smoke in the body and too much alcohol, which can cause alcohol poisoning, you know, too much smoke can cause the C word, and, you know, too much, just too much of anything is really, it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? We should be living in moderation. You know, you should be doing things, you should be finding a balance in your life. You know, one night you ate a cheesy lasagna, a plate full of cheesy lasagna, well, or the next day, you know, you have to have a grilled chicken salad. You know, it's about balance. If all weekend you partied all motherfucking all day and all night, well, guess what? During the following week, you have to detox your body with water. You know, it's about balance, right? So I just want you to understand the importance of letting people, places, and things go, because as long as you choose to hold on tight and never let go, nothing really is going to change in your life. You know, nothing's really going to change. I mean, yeah, you go to work and you make your money, you cash your check, you buy this, you pay your bill, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, nothing else really is going to change. You know, you have to make serious, excuse me, somebody doesn't want me to say this. You have to make serious changes in your life. You know, and that is getting away from toxic people. That is getting away from toxic things. And that is getting away from toxic places, you know, because all these things do is truly, let me tell you what they do, truly. All this toxicity in your life, all it does is hold you back. And that's the truth, you know. Trying to hold on and fight evolution, right? Because that's what evolution is. You know, evolution is everlasting change, right? That no matter what, things have to change. You know, things have to keep pushing on. They have to keep going on and on and on. That's just how life is. You know, life is not how it was in the 70s. Life is not how it was in the 80s anymore. Life is not how it was in the 90s. We are not in the 2000s. We are now in the 2010s, right? The 20 teens, no, we're in the 2020s. What the fuck am I talking about? But yes, we're in the 2020s, okay? And life is changing, you know, so you have to be able to keep up with the times, you know, and that is dropping shit that is not serving you. Whatever is not serving you, you have to let it go. If your mother is a toxic ass bitch, let it go. If your father does not do shit for you, let it go. You and your siblings do not get along, you have no relationship, let it go. You have friends that you feel like, oh, we've been friends since kindergarten, and oh, I know this person from this, and I know this person from that, and you know, we were pregnant at the same time, and you know, our kids go to the same school. Like, let it go. It's okay. The more you release, the more you will be blessed by God. You know, so I just wanted to share these few words with you guys, because it was weighing on my heart, you know, to speak to you guys about something other than like celebrity shit, you know. No, I can clock that any day, you know. But the real tea is helping you all navigate your lives better, you know. I can see a lot of things that a lot of people can't see, and people don't like that. You know, people have never, I mean, since I was like a child, I was like a little baby child, you know, and I used to clock tea as a fucking child, and people didn't like that. The people that I had around me, you know, that was raising me and this and that, and it's just like, you know, so I have been like shunned my whole life, just because I'm being real, you know, just because I'm being honest, you know. People never really liked that about me, but I have to continue being myself, you know. I cannot, one thing about me is like, I would not let this world suppress me, you know. I will keep fighting for my life. Like, you only get one life, one, hold on, because I gotta play that shit for a second.
Watch us grow up and try to follow us. Police watch us roll up and try knocking us. One day I done, could it be my time is up? With my luck, I got up. The cop must stop last burst of being drops of Heineken. Thinking shade between the spots that I'm hiding in. Black it out as I come back. Forget getting hit. This is my hood. I'm a rap to the death of it. So everybody come home. Little brothers strong. The rats don't push your boom. We need more walkies soon. Tip from the stars, sun in the moon. And it's like a police chase the streets, sweepers and coppers. Sick up kids with no conscience, leaving big little doctors. If you really think you're ready to fly with my power, this is what now. It's about brothers and time is now. One mic.
Oh, they said one mic. Anyways. But anyways, that was Nas One Mic. I thought it was One Life. But anyways, that song is really good. You guys should go listen to that. You know, I don't know, that song just popped up in my brain. But yeah, just to end it all off, y'all keep pushing, keep fighting until your victory is won. You know, we all gonna be alright. We just have to keep making the right decisions that we need to make for our lives. You know, somebody's not treating you right, let them go. Somebody's not being reciprocal, block them. Somebody's not loving you right, you know, address the situation, give them a chance. You know, they don't want to fix it, hey, walk away. You know, a job is not treating you right, it's not reciprocal. You feel like you're giving more of yourself to the job, let it go. You know, people around you, they're not treating you right. You know, you feel like you're the only one putting in energy and they ain't doing shit, drop it. You know, places that you go and things like that, if they don't respect you, then don't fucking go. You know, it's pretty simple, you guys. We all gonna be all right, but we have to continue to keep doing the work. You know, we have to continue to keep healing and making the right decisions and becoming better people. Because what is this world going to turn into if we just all are running rampant, you know, and running fucking raggedy and shit? This world is going to be fucked up. We have to take care of the world, this planet that we live on. It's so much. Don't get me fucking started. I can go on the fuck on, you know, about the type of change that I want to see on the earth, you know. But I know that you got to start with yourself. You know, I'm wise enough to know that. You know, yeah, you can want to change the world all day, every day, right? But until you start with yourself, you ain't changing shit, right? And that brings me to my next channel song, and that is Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. I love that song. I actually channeled it earlier, and I was listening to it. That is such a good song, you know. Rest in peace to Michael. You know, shout out to Nas. But yeah, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Ooh, I'm asking him to change his ways. Don't think any mirror. If you want to make the world a better place, then look at yourself and make the change. Na 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 na. Oh. So that's all I have for you guys. I really hope that this resonates with somebody out there. You know, somebody obviously needed to hear this, because I don't just speak for no reason. You know, I don't just speak for no reason. You know, there is a reason I was called to make this video, you know, and I hope that it receives, that the right people receive it. Anywho, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.